This is a sample e-portfolio that you're going to use to explore some of the design features in Webplus and to start thinking about making some design choices. You're not going to make your own e-portfolio yet. Quite soon I'm going to give you a first assignment, which is going to be to design and make choices about your e-portfolio. But at this stage you're going to try out some of the skills in this portfolio in a practice one. It's not going to use your own content, it's not going to use your own pictures yet. We're just going to try out different skills and learn where things are. So the first thing I'd like you to see is that over on the side here you've got the different pages of your site, and this is where you can add pages. I've got 5 pages, a home page and 4 section pages. So in your real portfolio these could be for the different units of the course. If I double click on a page I end up looking at that page, and at the moment there's nothing on any of the pages. I've also got this thing called the Master A page here. If I double click on that, that's a master page where I can put things that will appear on every single page of the site. So my navigation bar is going to go on this master page. The first thing I'd like you to do is to look at the home page, and if you could go up to the T symbol and draw in a text frame, we would want some welcome text on the home page of your site. Let me just try that again. Okay, so you can reshape this to any size you want. Now, when we make the real e-portfolios, you would want to put something on the home page to explain what the e-portfolio is about, or perhaps which course it is you're following, the IC&T course BTEC. But for the moment, we're just going to put something called placeholder text in here, which is just nonsense, really, made up words or Latin text that hasn't got any meaning and is just there to fill up the box and show that text would go there. So if we go to text, and we go to insert, and you put fill with placeholder text, you can see that that text box has been filled. I think that's Latin. Okay, so that means you can just resize, and however big you make the box, there'll be text in it to show you what it would look like. Okay, the next thing I'd like you to do is to go insert and picture and choose from disk. Now that means from a location on your computer, and you can go through to the BTEC Unit 3 area, find the sample ePortfolio site folder, and there's 4 pictures in there, 2 of boys and 2 of girls. They are stock photos, they've got a watermark on them. This is just to show you that you could have a picture of a student on your site, of yourself obviously. So just choose a picture. Trying to get this one to show up, it's not working. Okay, let's go for this one and click to put it in. If you just click once, it will go in the actual size it is, and then you can start organising your page a little bit. Okay, so you can imagine that perhaps that's a picture of yourself. So I'm going to put my text underneath the picture on the page. There we go. And then over here I'm going to put some more text, but this is going to be a heading this time. So I'm going to use the artistic text tool. That's this one here with the big A. So before we used the text frame, this time I'm going to try out the artistic text tool, which is for things like titles. You can use text frames if you prefer, but let's just try this out. I'm going to put my name here. Now that's a bit big, so I'm just going to resize it down. With the artistic text tool you can stretch the writing and play around with it more. That can be good, but it can also mean the writing gets a bit misshaped, so you can try out this yourself and see what you think. And I'm going to put another one in, or a text frame in underneath, that's the name of the course, and that's BTEC I&CT. And I'm going to make that writing bigger. And I'm going to actually just have a go. I'm going to make that a heading 1. Let's see what that looks like. Okay, so I'm going to use the heading 1 style. So rather than worrying about making it bigger, I've actually chosen to use a style of text here, and I'll show you why I'm using that in another tutorial. Okay, so if you could have a go at setting your page up a bit like that, then we'll move on to the next step, which is looking at the colour scheme and the navigation bar.